Happy New Year, everyone. Yeah, no, not the best New Year. I freaked out when I went to go see my friends. My heart rate actually went up to around 100 something resting. Went up the stairs. It hit 120, I think, because I took a little test and it was beaten. It was beaten out my chest, okay? The social anxiety hit. It hit tonight. So I actually dipped at 10 o'clock. I did not even make it. I literally made it to the pre-function. Before the function, I didn't make it to the function. So, anyways, move on from that. I'm going to talk about what's going to happen in 2024. Okay? Because you best believe stuff is gonna get done. Stuff, mark my words, stuff is gonna get done in 2024, okay? You know when they say, new year, new me, I mean it. And don't look at me like that, because I mean it. Just because when I went on break and I said that I was gonna run every day and I ran for 2 days and I gave up, okay? Cut me some slack. I'm going through some things. I'm going through a breakup, okay? It's weird. Things are weird. Things are weird. Things are weird. It's not the same. You know what hasn't been the same? It hasn't been the same since I finished the Hunger Games book. Hasn't been the same. Life has not been the same since I finished the Hunger Games book. You know what, Suzanne Collins? You're partly to blame for this. You're partly to blame why I'm sitting right here. I don't know how. I don't know how. I don't know why. My life has been changed since finishing that book. And you know what? I no words. I don't have anything. When I said no words, I literally meant no words. Like I have nothing else to say, I guess, because last night I actually saw someone mention Liza Koshy, and I went back. I went back and watched one of her videos from like 2016. Man, I used to eat that up. You know how many jokes there were that I didn't understand? Like the whole reason that she was funny, I didn't get it. In the way that I still watched all of it. I remember I first got Snapchat in 6th grade. I was allowed to have either Snapchat or Instagram. Chose Snapchat because, I wanted to be able to text because that was cool. It's 6th grade, snapping like this, the side of your face, like that was cool. That was cool. It was more important. That snap streak was more important. So I chose Snapchat, obviously. 6th grade me was so excited. I was like, wow, I get to follow my friends. And then I found out you could follow celebrities. I was like, holy crap. Holy moly, you can do anything on this app. It's basically like Instagram. And I treated it as such, but we're not gonna talk about that right now. That's around the same time I began to watch Liza Koshy. Funniest woman on earth, apparently. I loved her. Watched all the videos in my bed on like my iPhone like 6 at night in my teal and bright green colored room. Anyways, and I decided to follow Liza Koshy on Snapchat. I was like, what? I get to follow her on Snapchat? Like, I get to crazy. It was crazy news for me. So excited. She was the only one I followed on Snapchat. And back then, my mom, she would go through my phone to make sure that I was using Snapchat correctly, that there wasn't anything bad on my phone. She's going through my Snapchat and everything seems alright, and then Liza Koshy pops up. Traumatizing, to say the least. I got in trouble. I got in big trouble because Liza Koshy made some inappropriate, some inappropriate jokes on her Snapchat that honestly I didn't even understand. You have to understand that I was a very sheltered child. I didn't understand things. That was so far beyond my realm of understanding. It was incredible. When she said anything remotely about anything inappropriate, whew, straight over the head. So when I got in trouble for watching Liza Koshy, I was like, this is just a YouTuber I watch. She's like, what? My mother was like, I think she was traumatized a little bit. I had no clue what I was consuming. I had no clue. I just thought she was silly. Like, who can blame me? Who can blame me? Also, I have a bone to pick with Liza Koshy. She is the one that made me weird in public. Like, do we not remember, like, the dollar store? That's the videos I was watching. Strange in public, being strange and weird in public places was normalized. Okay? And you know what? My mother didn't understand that. Me and my friend would walk down the boardwalk at the beach and tell people that were walking their dogs that we liked their pet lizard, and she got upset at us in the car for being weird, like genuinely weird. I was like, this is the funniest thing I've ever done in my life. What are you talking about? This is about the funniest thing I've ever done. My mark is being made right now, like, I don't think you understand. All along, I was just really, really strange in public. And you know what? That's not my fault. It's Liza Koshy's fault, not my fault. And I will stand on that. I will stand by that till the day I die. It was not my fault that I was weird. It's not my fault that we would challenge each other on how long we could both, like, balk like a chicken in the Kroger near our house while my mom walked around and tried to get groceries. It's not my fault. You cannot blame me for something that's not my fault. It's not my fault, okay? It was funny. That was funny. At the time, it was funny. And you know what? Maybe it's funny today. Maybe it is. I don't know. Because I was traumatized. I got in trouble. I got a stern talking to because I was being so strange in public. My mom's like, this has to stop. I'm like, I'm just a girl. I'm just a 13, 12-year-old girl. That is just weird. It was also during my theater kid entrance, my entrance into the theater world. Played Annie in Annie Jr. in middle school in 6th grade. And I remember the night before, the day of opening night, I cried. And I cried and I cried and I cried because I had to put on that clown bozo wig. It wasn't orange, it was red. It was red. It was red, dude. Why they made me do that, I don't know. I would do my I did my research. I would spend time. Lifesaver gummy. I would spend time. Sorry for this ASMR. Anyways, I would spend time researching other Annie Juniors. And guess what? Not one of them had to wear the wig. Not one of them. Why was I made the fool? I have another funny story about that, actually. When I tried out for Annie Jr., it was my first time ever trying out for a theater performance. The reason I liked theater is because I had done it in my church. It was actually one of the fruits of the spirit. One time I was joy. It was crazy. I made my mom. You know what? That's another story for another time. I was gonna say I forced my mom to let me wear fake glasses. I don't know why. What was I saying? Oh, trying out. This is my first time auditioning for something, like, ever in my life, okay? And one of the parts that I could have potentially gotten was the dog, Sandy. The girl that had to play Sandy had to get on all fours, wear ears and a tail, and literally get on her knees and sing like a dog. And so my mom made me reassure her that I would be okay with getting the dog. She had no faith, absolutely no faith in me. Absolutely no faith in me. And she said, are you sure you want to do this? I was like, yeah, Mom. Like, I really, really want to do this. She was like, what if you're the dog? I don't know, Mom. Then I guess I'm going to have to be the dog. Like, you really don't think I can be anything but the dog? At least have enough faith that I can get another orphan child. The dog? She's like, you have to be okay if you get the dog. wasn't like you have to be okay if you mess up in your auditions. Like, no, it was like all we were worried about. That was the main concern. And then the best part about this story is I get in the car after school. I open my little envelope that says, "Congratulations, you got the part of Annie." I'm freaking out. I get in my car, my mom's car for pickup. Because I was one of those kids whose mom picked him up after school. Yeah, I was cool. Okay? Sorry, your mom didn't love you. That was a joke. I'm sorry. Anyways, I literally get in the car, and I get in the car, I'm like, Mom, you're not gonna believe it. I got Annie. Like, I got Annie. She's like, I know you got in the play, Savannah. Like, what character did you get? I was like, I got Annie. She's like, I know you're in the play. Once again, no faith. Zero. Absolute zip. Zero faith in me. Absolutely none. Okay, I feel like I've been talking about my mother a lot. Mom, I love you literally more than anything else in this entire world. My mom, the reason I talk about my mom so much is because she does so much with me and she's like literally my best friend forever. Like, we are like besties for the resties. Like, it's serious around here. Okay, me and my mother, we are like real besties, okay? So, I love my mother. I love my mom so much. I wouldn't be here without her. Anyways, I think that's all I have for now. I'm gonna spend a lot of time editing this together and thinking that it's funny and it's not gonna be funny. Who knows if this mic is even gonna work? I love this tiny mic. This is the best thing I've ever bought in my life. Oh my gosh, I love this tiny mic. It's everything I've ever wanted and more. Genuinely everything I've ever wanted and more. But it might be scratchy. I really hope it's not. My hands hurt with the amount of stillness that I've kept holding this microphone. This video might not even turn out. I hope it does. Okay. That's it. That's all I have. Happy New Year. Happy 2024, everyone. Have a blessed year. Jesus loves you. Amen. See ya.